for example, I take my son every day, he's going today, I take him every day to coding. He's going to learn how to code and build websites. He could very easily get a job like that. 80 to 90% of people on the autism spectrum never get full-time employment. And that's an easy problem to fix. All we got to do is, let's say you own a company. You own Ben Lyons Enterprises. I go to you and I say, hey, Ben, whatever you are, you're an entertainment company. I say, find a job in your company. It could be somebody that, like, takes care of office supplies or runs errands or doesn't take care of a job that somebody, and I can get you somebody that's high functioning on the spectrum, I get somebody that isn't very verbal, but create a job, get your smart people in your company to create a job that these people could do, because it's a tremendous confidence booster to these people. It gives them a network of friends, it gives them a network of coworkers. That's the next step we need to cross.
So what's the organization that people can support that has
Autism Speaks is the best one. It's the most successful one. But anybody, any autism awareness group.
Well, you think it's going to stick around for NBA guys and guys in other sports?
I would love it.
And we saw Chris Long is donating all his paychecks for the NFL this year to educational.
You know, I've often said one of the reasons, and you know, I take a lot of heat for this because I live in California, but one of the reasons I'm a Republican is that I'm in favor of people keeping more of their own money. And in one of the compromises I would make with a lot of Democrats that, you know, want to tax and have a lot of federal programs is, okay, I'll meet you in the middle. Tax me the exact same amount you did when Obama was president, all right? I'll give that much of my income, but let me direct it to a nonprofit that I care about, you know, that I think would be good. And this is a form of that. These athletes saying, hey, here's a problem I want to address. And I don't know if this got out. Doug Baldwin met for 90 minutes with Roger Goodell yesterday and to talk to him about what NFL programs he can institute, Goodell could institute. They didn't talk about the anthem. They didn't talk about anything else. Goodell went to Baldwin and said, hey, tell me where I could direct money to address your issues. Tell me, I don't want to talk about controversies. I want to talk about your issues. Tell me what they are, and tell me how I can direct money there. And Baldwin said it was very productive. So yeah, I'm a trend that's doubling, especially in the NBA. Now I'm sitting there watching Warriors games. I'm rooting for Clay to jack it up from three every night. Well, I root for Clay every night anyway, and I think he should do this, and then he should also donate $1,000 for every date he has with an Instagram model, and then we break the bet. All right, let's see which one I want to do next. Okay, we talked about this earlier in the show. Let's say you run the Dodgers. You are Mark Walter or Stan Kasten or Lon Rosen, one of the guys, Magic, okay, one of the guys that has decision-making power with the Dodgers. Who would you ask to throw out the first pitch at these World Series games? There are potentially 4 games. Now, I would think Vin Scully is a lock. Maybe Kirk Gibson, Orel Hershiser, Tommy Lasorda, Fernando, Mary Hart, Larry King. Who are you going with? You got 4 games. I don't think there's a lot of wrong answers to this question. Greg, you can chime in here. Are we all in agreement that Vin Scully's a lock for at least one of them because the year after he retires, they get back to the World Series? Yeah. It better be.
I think you keep it in-house first. You go Scully, you go Sandy Koufax, Gibson, and Hershiser, maybe in that order, right?
I would think, Greg,
if you're going to keep it in-house,
yeah.
If you're going to go out of house,
but I would think, let me jump on your in-house theme. I would think maybe rather than doing Gibson and Lasorda, and I don't know what, Tommy's 90 now, I don't know if he can throw it. Fernando Valenzuela had such a unique connection to the city with all the Mexican and Hispanic people. Yeah, he was from Mexico, but from all the let's just say all the Latin or all the brown people in Los Angeles that we have, I think that would be a great tip of the hat to that.
So Fernando's on that list as well. Those are probably the 5 people in the Dodgers organization. Then if you're going to go outside and you're doing Los Angeles icons, movers and shakers, I mean, Jack's not a big enough Dodger fan. He doesn't get to just show up at the World Series. You don't see him at the stadium like you do at Staples, right? But Kobe Bryant, perhaps, I'd love to see that. Magic you can't really do because he's the owner.
Well, yeah, but Greg, are we leaving anybody out?
No, I think you got most of the guys. Maybe I don't even know, but Gibson or Vince should be game 1.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to. I think Gibson is game 1. Is that the right call?
The game 1.
Well, it's not bad because he was. But what people forget about that '88 World Series is that while Gibson hit the home run to win game 1, it was his only at bat for the entire series, and Hershiser was an absolute horse. Hershiser was the World Series MVP. He was the guy that basically put the Dodgers both past the Mets and past the A's. So
Yeah, but-
maybe Orel instead.